Conversations in Climate Change with Jesse Hardman and Arthur Jones.
I wanted to show you one more place before we call it a day.
Well, based on the other places you've taken me, I'm assuming you're taking me to the seventh ring of hell.
Actually, scuba diving.
Oh, I like scuba diving.
Off some tropical islands in South Asia called the Maldives.
Geez, this place is popular. What are all those divers doing in suits and ties?
They're actually members of the Maldives government, and they're having a cabinet meeting.
Oh, I gotta give it to them. That does sound efficient. It's pretty hard to make a long, boring policy speech when you're under the water.
As the polar ice melts, ocean levels are rising. These islands will likely be underwater sometime soon.
A modern-day version of Atlantis. Well, that does sound cool.
Oh, no. That means more than 300,000 people will have to move.
Well, they aren't too far from India, and that's a big country that no one lives in. Maybe they could just move there. Problem solved.
In a lot of ways, they're actually lucky. A recent report says global warming caused 300,000 deaths last year.
Well, that is terrible. But it seems to me that you have to convince the big countries to reduce pollution. That slows down the global economy. If China can't make plastic knickknacks and bootleg DVDs, then that's a problem too.
Economies are suffering because of how we treat the environment.
You know, it would help if you offered just a few solutions.
Well, the Maldives has some solutions. They're hoping to save their homes by being more carbon neutral, taking out as much CO2 from the atmosphere as they're putting in.
But this place is so small. Any changes they make are barely going to make a difference.
Exactly. And you just won yourself a return trip to Copenhagen.
Great. Oh, well, there's a lot of foreigners here. Hey, look over in the corner. It's our old friend the Maldives. Why are they sitting at the kids' table?
It's like you said, Arthur. It's about the bigger players, the people over there at the bar. They're the ones everybody's watching.
Right. It looks like the Maldives and all these other little guys need a megaphone to be heard.
Well, they have one.
Oh, right, that thing again.
Kyoto made sure the little countries had a seat at the table, but it's running out in a few years. This Copenhagen thing is another chance for the big countries with carbon-based economies to do something.
So we can just say that Copenhagen is Kyoto the sequel.
There won't be any big binding agreements this time. It's up to countries and their people to start making some changes.
Unless you make someone do something they aren't going to do.
Governments can make policies, but individuals still have to make that conscious effort. If they don't, some of these guys might lose their homes.
All right, homes. Hey, where am I home all of a sudden?
Yeah, and I see you left the lights on and your car's idling in the driveway.
It's how I roll. I gotta be me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, wait a minute. Who are all these people? What are you guys doing in my house? Maldives, Alaska, Chile, Amazon tree, fat elephant. You guys are breaking all my stuff and eating all my food. Jesse, all right, I get your point. If I want these people out of my house, I have to try harder. But what if the planet keeps heating up anyways? What if things keep getting worse?
Well, that could happen. But you got to remember, Arthur, we're all in this together.
Well, if we're all in this together, could you please tell the Maldives to take his feet off my coffee table? It's kind of expensive.